All right, today's workout, we are going to be using the ball and body weight. And so we're going to be doing supersets. So the supersets are very much about core activation as well. So we're isolating, we're connecting, and we're really focusing on the form and the stability of the spine. So you're totally going to know what I mean once we get started. So I'm also going to be working a lot in this corner. So make sure you have a space, a wall that you can get to. So let's get started. Taking the ball to the wall, we're going to start with some wall squats. So this ball is going to get placed right underneath your low back. And you want to make sure your footing is right. So when I look down, I can see the tops of my feet. So I know that my knees are going to be happy when I go into my squat. I do have a lot of the weight back in my heels, but then what I'm also doing is I'm making sure to engage all of my legs. So when I come down, I'm pressing back into the ball the whole time. So I'm really highlighting my entire lower half. Low squat, drive down through the heels as you're pushing back into the ball the whole time, and your abs are also working hard too. So keeping those abs engaged, nice low squat, make sure your knees are happy, just move at the pace that works for you. Nice deep squat. We're able to do that because we have some extra support back behind us. We want to make sure that that ball stays in the low back. It doesn't raise too high to where our hips start to go underneath it. Okay, that changes up the form in the way that we don't want it to. So just as upright as we can, tall posture. Keep those abs working. 3, 2, 1. All right, next, we're going to take the ball, still against the wall, but now with the forearms, we're going to press into it. And we want a stacked posture, so head over feet the best that you can. And you're going to push into this ball. So when you do that, that should highlight the abs. Abs will turn on. Keep that tall posture, looking at the ball. And we're going to glide that ball up and down. Keep pushing into the ball. So this tall posture, abs on, maybe you have a slight pelvic tuck, so you're kind of squeezing those glutes and tucking them under a little bit. That should lengthen out that low back. So you're not feeling low back, you are feeling abs. Make sure that body is solid. It's basically a standing plank. Stay solid, stay strong through the core. Relax neck. We're not letting those shoulders come up in your ears. Even though you're pushing into the ball, we're not using our upper traps, that base of the neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good. So that's our first set and our superset. We're going to do 3. So we sit back up for our squat. Into that low back, see the tops of your feet, and again when you're ready, nice and deep squat, using all those leg muscles. So it's not just the quads, we're getting the back side of the body, the cheeks back here, the abs. Smashing back into this ball, like you're trying to smash it into the wall. That's going to keep all these muscles active. Very strong squat. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we stand it up, turn it around, place this ball right in front of the nose. We turn on the core, abs, glutes, tall posture, and drive it into the wall as we glide up and down. This is standing core work. It's okay to feel a little bit of upper body. We are working upper body. It is pushing into the ball, but overall we're feeling the core highlighted here. So staying tall in your posture, locked in with the posture. Core is strong and tight. Keep breathing. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, let's hit our third round. These are short little sets. So we're back to our third round. Ready? Begin. Try to get parallel to the floor, sitting into a nice low chair. Abs are on, pressing back into this ball. Make sure this ball is supporting tall posture. If it's doing its own little weird thing, put it where it belongs. It's okay to take a second to set yourself up for good form. And now those legs are super active, pushing back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last time for our standing plank. Locked in. Begin. The more you push into the ball, the more abs you should feel. But make sure we're not changing our posture. So we're not too far back. We're not too far forward, bending from the back. Just right. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are done with that first superset. Grab some water if you need it. Okay, we're coming back. All right, so this one is the prime example of how we can really get that core to highlight, and we work it by staying in an isometric hold. And so that means that we don't even have to move to create this deep internal core work that helps us to really not just tone the core, but really helps to stabilize the core, stabilize the spine. And so the stronger we are with our stability in the center of our body, the better off we are with our strength, with our balance, with our movement, with preventing injury. So this is a golden exercise to really play into and make sure that you're staying aware of how your body is working. All right, so we're gonna set up where we have the ball up against the wall, and you're gonna just scoot back. Okay, scoot back, scoot back, scoot back. All right, so I've got my sit bones connected to this ball. And immediately I want you to think about how you're holding your spine. So if I'm not paying attention, my back will look like this. All right, for some of you, it'll look a little bit more rounded like this. So I want you to find that neutral position. Really important that we try to maintain that neutral position while we're here. All right, so now that we know our neutral position, we're going to maintain that as we add work, as we add tension to the core. And we're just simply going to push back, smash this ball into the wall and hold it. Right, ready? Hold. As we're holding, you should feel your abs on. If you're not feeling those abs, you're not pushing back hard enough. So play with that a little bit. See what you can do. Create that intensity that works for you. Keep that spine neutral because that's how we want to strengthen the spine, and the abs are doing that work. So this is very deep contraction. Abs are pulled up to the spine. All right, now keep this pressure on the ball. I'm going to lift my left arm. Keep pushing back. Feel how that intensifies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down, right arm up. Hold it. Keep those abs on, neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. All right, should have felt that. Hope you are. So now we're going to turn around This is very similar, but we're gonna play into a little bit more upper body, shoulder stability. So the ball is actually gonna come up off the wall. And I'm gonna sit back up, so I'm gonna be on hands and knees. My left hand is up in the center of the ball. Right hand is down, hands and knees, neutral spine, so my abs are on, and I'm gonna push into this ball. So when there's instability of the ball, that's where we want to be. That's creating that work, okay? Ready, and press into the ball. So you're just looking down at the floor, shoulders are squared to the floor, hips are squared to the floor, abs are on, keep pushing into this ball. When it starts rolling away, you know that you're doing it right. You're creating that work for yourself. 3, 2, 1. All right, switch. So I'm switching hands here. Abs set up. Here we go. Push, push, push. The work comes from the core. Your strength comes from the core. And then we're also working into this overhead posture muscles. And 3, 2, 1. All right, good, first round down. So I like to consider the first round as kind of like our learning round, right? So now, as we go into our second round, we know what we're going for. We know how we want to activate, okay? So we're gonna lean into that a little bit more activation, more stability, more control and strength behind the exercise. All right, so balls up against the wall. Sit bones are connected, core is on, spine is neutral, and press. Press back. I do have both my hands on the floor right now. They're giving me some good leverage. My abs are working though. I've got about 80% work in my core. My arms are working a little bit. My legs are working a little bit. But mainly I'm just focusing on the core and able to breathe. All right, we're gonna pick up one arm, ready, and lift an arm. Keep pushing back, don't lose that strength. We lost a little bit of our leverage, so the core needs to pick up on that strength. 3, 2, 1, switch out those arms, here we go. So we only have half of our leverage, only one hand down, but abs are still very strong and powerful, pushing into this ball. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, good. Let those abs go. Nice work. Turn around. Ball is lifted off the wall a little bit. You can also do a fist if it's uncomfortable for the wrist to be flat up against the ball like this, okay? So feel free to do what you need to do here. All right. We are on our hands and knees, ready, push. We do want this arm to be straight, right? So straight arm. Head is looking down at the floor, long neck. Arm is by your ear, and your abs are on. Keep pushing. It's okay that that ball is unstable. That's what we're working with. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Ready? Begin. Recruit those abs. Get those abs back on. We are pushing through the arm, but our abs give so much strength, stability, and power to the exercise. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Good form. Abs are on. 3, 2, 1. All right, good. Okay, third round. We turn around. Back it up. Find your neutral spine. Try to hold it there. All right, 2, 1, press. Smash. Smash that ball. All right, in our upper body leverage, make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. We're not using our upper traps to push into this ball. We're using our abs. Abs are strong and tight. Deep, deep core contraction. Feel that. Create that. And we lift one arm. Deep core contraction. Feel that. Create that. Keep it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Here we go. Last time, last arm. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. Good. All right. Turn around. Let's finish this out nice and strong. All right. One hand down, one hand on the ball, center of the ball. Ready, and push. 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 Create that work. Create that work. Abs are on. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Switch. All right, ready? And we're on. Last time. Just breathing normally. We're not holding our breath through this. The more that ball is moving around, the more that's telling me that you are working. Create that work. Let's get stronger. And 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice work. 3 rounds down with that one. Let's take a breather. Water if you need it. All right, as you guys come back, I'm just gonna demonstrate the way that we can set up this exercise is with the ball or without. And you know, the ball really doesn't weigh very much, but it does create more work for these tiny posture muscles that we're gonna be getting into. So what I'm gonna have you do is set up in front of your wall. I would say I don't know, 8 inches away from my wall. I've got pretty long legs, so you might not be that far away if you are shorter than 5'9". All right, so what you're gonna do though is just kind of do a little check. Make sure that you can actually connect to the wall without falling backwards, and you know that you can trust that that wall will be there for you. But you want your sit bones connecting to that wall, and you can stand back up, squeeze. All right, so this is where we're gonna add the ball. As we hinge, we're gonna lift that ball, reach it away. We've connected with the wall. Arms by your ears, and stand up. So that was kind of a long hold. So look more like this. Tap, connect, stand, lock in. Tap, connect, stand, and lock in. You ready to go? If at any point you're just feeling like this is a little too much for the upper body, you're feeling your neck, or it's just feeling really grippy up there, drop the ball, no problem. Make sure you stand up away from the wall. So there's just a little tap, and we stand up away from the wall. Tap, stand up. So abs are on, posture muscles are definitely working. We've got upper back, mid back, and low back. And we're getting a nice active stretch for the legs also. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, now we can move away from the wall a little bit. We're going to go into some oblique work. This is also great balance work, which means more core work. All right, so we love the ball for that very reason, to be able to challenge the core. All right, so bottom arm can rest on this ball. If you're here, make sure we're not crunching into this shoulder. If you need more stability, the hand goes to the floor. And this bottom leg is also working for stability, so it's okay if you're feeling it work a little bit. All right, so from here, same elbow to knee. Crunch, open, exhale, inhale. Ready, begin. So this is a little bit of hip flexor. This is not comfortable for everybody. We will make sure to stretch that hip flexor at the end of the workout. But we're trying to focus here on the oblique. The oblique crunches, bring that leg in. Last 3, 2, 1. Now we hit the other side. So you decide if you want that arm to stay on the ball or if it's down on the floor. And we go for connection. Here we go. Doing a great job. You're balancing on the ball. This takes core activation. Ten seconds left. Three, two, one, and done. Nice job. All right, let's move it back to the wall. Bring your ball with you if you want that little extra challenge. I don't know, maybe it weighs 2 pounds. That makes a difference. It's up to you if you're gonna keep it. All right, make sure you can connect to the wall. Ready, and begin. Reach back and reach forward. Stand up, lock in. Reach. Strong lock in. You're just looking down at the floor when you're in hinge and then looking straight forward when you stand up. So just keeping that neutral neck. Get your breathing rhythm down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're back to our side crunch. All right, we're setting up, ready, begin. Exhale, feel those abs. Exhale, they stay strong even on the inhale, but that exhale, hollow out feel as you crunch. That's what we're going for. And we know connection, that elbow to knee is great feedback, mind-body connection. Getting some brain work here. And we combined brain work with balance. Double whammy. 2, 1, switch. Ready, begin. So just notice I'm not pulling on my head. I really am not moving a whole lot with my upper body. I'm bringing my knee up to my elbow, keeping my neck relaxed. The shoulder stays down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have one more round. Let's take it back to the wall. I'm going to demonstrate this one without the ball just in case you need that as well. All right, a couple inches away from the wall. Ready, and begin. Hinge back, connect, arms reach. Stand locked in. We should feel how the core from the front and the back are working together. So that's this, back and abs and posture muscles. Mid, upper back, behind the shoulders. And 3, 2, 1. Well done. And back to our side crunch. All right, 2, 1, begin. Connect. Create that touch. If your elbow can't touch the hand or the knee, just use your hand. It's okay to be here. No problem. Remember, the work is here as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Last side. In 2, 1, begin. You got it. Just keep breathing. Move at your own breathing rhythm. This is not super fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Another set down. We have one more to get through. This one will not be a superset. There's actually going to be 3 exercises in it. But take your water break, recover, and we'll come back. We still have some exercises that will use the wall. So let's start with the first exercise using the wall. And this is a Russian twist. And I'm putting a little bit of an interesting spin on it because we're kind of playing with the wall a little bit. So I am at least a foot, maybe a foot and a half away from the wall. And I'm going to rotate to touch the floor, and I'm going to push into the wall. Touch the floor, push into the wall. So I'm hanging out here for like a little second and pushing. So we've been doing a lot of that to create that core activation. Tap, tap. All right, ready to start with me? Ready and begin. So I'm scooped out with my abs, so I'm leaning back a little bit. I call it the C curve of the spine. So we've got a lengthened low back. So our abs in front are crunched and shortened. Low back is lengthened. So that's how we keep the work in our abs, trying to not let that low back take over. And this is oblique work. Again, feeling those sides too. A little bit of upper body. Try to relax into your neck. 2, 1, and we switch. All right, so you can turn around. All right, ready? And begin. Scoop out, push. Scoop down, push. And we tap both sides. Make sure you're using your fullest range of motion. Tap and push into the wall. Big exhales, you're pushing. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. Now with this exercise, you might be feeling a bit of quads in that Russian twist. So just try to get your legs comfortable. Sometimes you can straighten them out. Sometimes just keeping them bent and working and slowing down to really focus on the core can be very helpful rather than just kind of like going through the motion. So just trying your best to keep that work in the core. Legs have already worked, so they're going to be a little bit active as we go forth. All right, next one, we're going to go into some crunches. So we can move away from our wall. And our crunches, we're going to put our legs over the top of the ball. All right, so what we want to do here is actually just let these legs rest. They're going to stay soft. They're not going to try to do the work for us. And neither are our glutes. They're going to stay relaxed and soft and not working. So again, we're working on our isolation of the core. So we've taken our legs out of the equation. We no longer have an anchor. All right, so as we go into our crunches, we should actually feel better isolated through our abs. All right, crunches. All right, exhale up, inhale down, and just move at that pace. Ready, begin. Low back stays on the floor. We're not trying to move the ball, so really keep yourself in check there. If you're moving the ball, that tells me that your legs or your glutes are starting to contract and grip. Okay, so we want to stay relaxed. Ball is there to help us relax. Keep checking in, make sure those glutes aren't trying to fire. 2, 1, great job. All right, now we're gonna take the ball between the legs like this. All right, so we got little inner thighs already activated, squeezing into this ball, and we're going to also work this top oblique by lifting both legs off the floor. So I'm gonna demonstrate with the ball, but the ball is really optional. Maybe you use nothing between the legs, maybe you grab a pillow if the ball is too large. I totally get that. So making sure it's a good fit for you. We're gonna get that core activated and lift, and lift, and lift. So again, if that ball is just too big, too awkward, just get rid of it, no problem. But do try to keep those legs either stuck together or squeeze into a pillow or something so we get some extra inner thigh work. We are working top of the hip, but we're focusing here. Exhale to lift. All right, and we will stretch out these legs so well at the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, see if you can keep this ball as we spin around and hit the other side. Ready, begin. Looking good. Pay attention to the muscles we're working. We should not feel hip flexors here. We should feel more inner thighs, if anything, for that lower half. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, good. Rest. All right, we're back to our Russian twists. All right, so I just want to give you a few options just in case the exercises aren't feeling like the perfect fit. You can modify, you can make this your own, okay? So maybe for the Russian twist, you don't actually use the wall and you just try to keep these legs relaxed and you tap and push. All right, so you're not actually creating any push and contact with the wall, but you're still getting excellent core activation, okay? So just want to give you that option in case you're feeling like the wrong muscles were turning on trying to create that work by pushing into the wall. All right, so take that if you need it. We're setting up and begin when you're ready. Tap, push. Too far away. And it's okay to adjust, right? Make sure you're in the right form. If you're too far away, you can't get any leverage. So just close enough. 2, 1, and switch. All right, begin as soon as you're ready. Try to relax those legs. This is core work. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, more core work. Coming down to the floor, legs on top of the ball. So this is just building some body awareness of how we want to work our abs, but sometimes we also get other muscles to want to do the work of our abs, right? So we're gonna let those legs relax, let these glutes relax, focus on the tummy muscles, those six-pack muscles. Ready? Begin. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Low back stays down. Abs stay strong the whole time. Trying to not keep this work in the neck, but more in those abs. So my hands are behind my head. I'm just letting my head rest into my hands. I'm not pulling on my head. I'm not using my neck. I'm thinking of lifting my chest towards my knees, trying to get my shoulder blades off the ground, using my abs to do that. Five, four, three, two, one. All right, let's hug that ball with the ankles. Grab that ball, set up on your side. All right, remember top oblique, it's okay to have this top hand leveraging down. I use it. Feel free to use it. Here we go. And just that reminder, you don't have to use the ball here, no problem. Sometimes if the ball is too large, it just recruits the wrong muscles and we're not going to be able to be as effective for this top oblique. So make that call for yourself. And 3, 2, 1, and we switch sides. So just roll over, or you can spin around. Keep that ball if you're using it. All right, begin when you're ready. Exhale, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Try to keep your neck relaxed, shoulders relaxed. This is working from the oblique down. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. That was the end of round 2. Let's take a water break. We'll come back for our very, very last round, and then we'll stretch. As we come into that third round, listen to your body. The ball is optional. If we need to ditch the ball for the Russian twist and you just do body weight, that's also fine. All right, so just listen to your body, make those small tweaks, personalize this the best to your ability. All right, so I'm gonna set up at the wall again, just close enough that I can get some good leverage when I wanna push into that wall. So we know that that creates more work, more tension, deeper contraction. All right, so that is what you want to keep in mind if you're using the ball on the wall. Ready? Begin. Tap, push, tap. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we hit the other side. Ready and begin. Ten seconds, you got it. Relax those legs. Working the abs. Keep breathing. Relax your neck. 2, 1, and done there. All right, back to crunches. Last time. Done with the wall. Okay, relax those legs. Check in. Tell them to relax. Abs are working. Chest towards the knees. Low back stays down. Ready and begin. Exhale on the crunch. Inhale as you lower down. But remember, abs stay on the whole time, not just in that exhale, but also in the inhale. Keep those abs on to support your spine at all times. That's endurance of the core. 10 seconds. Check in with those legs. Are they relaxed? Are your glutes relaxed? Is that ball nice and still? 3, 2, 1. All right, last one. Ball or no ball, that's up to you. Oblique work, specifically this top oblique. And begin when you're ready. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. All right, once you are set up, go ahead and begin. Last exercise before stretches. And 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. So good. All right, let's stretch. Okay, so what we'll do here is we're gonna come into a half kneeling position, and the leg that's up, that ball is gonna be on that side. We're gonna pelvic tuck, squeeze back here, and we're gonna stretch over. So this ball is gonna give you a little bit of stability. It's okay to lean into it a little bit, and we're just gonna let this oblique stretch, our hip flexor stretch open. We're contracting the glute back here to help that hip flexor release. You might even feel the stretch down the front of the quad if you tend to be tight there. So all good, hitting a lot of spots that we wanted to make sure we let know that it can stretch, release, relax. Breathe deeply down to the diaphragm. All right, let's switch sides now. Make sure this foot is firmly planted, specifically down the heel. Squeeze the cheek, stretch it open. So we're breathing down into our diaphragm and out through the sides, and then start to feel how that front hip is opening up because we're squeezing back here, because we're pelvic tucking. And you might even feel a stretch down towards your knee if you tend to be tight through your quad. All right, good. Next, you can go into a child's pose, or you can use the ball and stretch out the low back. So whichever one is a better fit for you. If you're going to use the ball, you come forward, and I'm just trying to anchor my upper body and my lower body. So my feet stay on the floor, my head is relaxed. Really try to release your neck here and let that low back stretch out over the ball. Otherwise, child's pose is a great low back stretch. And moving into one of my favorites, where now I'm going to stretch open the front of the body. Takes a little bit of balance work, but once you get there, really try to relax. So you're going to make sure the head is supported on the ball, and you can decide how far back you go on the ball. Some people like to almost like go backwards. For some, that's not a good head change. So whatever you need, just get yourself to relax your head down on the ball. Let those arms drop open, your shoulders drop open. And if you feel like those chest muscles were tight, just try to breathe into those tight muscles. Let those abs stretch. Relax, let gravity help you stretch. All right, when you are ready, just slowly come back down to the floor. You can support your head on the way up if you need to. And you are all done. Great work.